Hi everyone, this is Claudia Horan presenting for POS230, Current Issues in National Politics course with Dr. William Foster. Today I'm going to talk about global warming, or lack thereof, depending on what your beliefs are regarding our current nation situation. I'm sorry, not nation, but our whole world situation right now. Since we've started discussing energy bills, climate change, and global warming in class, I've done some research to learn a little bit about what exactly our planet is going through, what we're doing to it, and what we need to do as of right now to sustain it. There's a lot of evidence pointing to the existence of global warming and that it really is true and it's happening, or that it is going to happen, but just the same, there's also equal amounts of evidence suggesting that it's really more of a hoax than anything to scare people into being more eco-friendly, which might not be such a bad thing. But before I continue, let's just recap on what exactly global warming is and what we're facing right now. It is the increase in average measured temperature of the Earth's air and the oceans. The reason why this is such a big deal and is so alarming to us as a race, as a human race, is because a rise in temperature like that is expected to cause sea level to rise. It's expected to cause extreme weather, extreme precipitation, which is likely leading to an expanse of tropical areas and increased pace of desertification, which both, I guess, are really bad when you have so much of those. Other expected effects of global warming include changes in agricultural yields, modifications of trade routes, glacier retreat, species extinctions, and increases in the ranges of disease vectors. If you wanted to get all that recapped, you can actually go to wikipedia.org. That's where I got that. That might help you a little bit if you just wanted to hear that or read that again. Reading it might be a little bit better. Obviously, it's something that we don't want to overlook if all this stuff could really be potentially happening in the future for the generations, generations and generations ahead of us, our children's children, and everything like that. So advocates of global warming, like our good friend Al Gore, is always sure to make us understand that it is serious and that it really is happening and that we need to do something about it. On the other hand, many people are advocating the fact that global warming does not exist. For this project, I went to the EPA website to see what they had to say about climate change. They have this whole huge section on past climate change explaining the different ice ages and stone ages and all that good stuff. But there's the section on recent climate change was actually really small and not substantial like its past climate change section. Basically, they really have no definitive evidence to show that anything is really changing. And what it really does is it just mentions the effects of greenhouse gases, CO2, carbon dioxide emissions, and aerosols. But in the end, it says, quote, "However, these features of the climate are also vary naturally, so determining what fraction of climate changes are due to natural variability versus human activities is challenging." Basically, it's really hard to decipher what we're doing and what nature is really doing to cause this global warming, so they really don't have any evidence to show that it really will happen, or that we're doing it, or whether it's avoidable. So I remember Dr. Foster actually just about a week ago or less provided us with an article recently written regarding the fact that the world's average temperature just recently has been measured to be 1 whole degree cooler, which is a very significant amount in this context. But does this 1 degree really support global warming's claims? Regardless of what all this information means, what it supports, or what it evidences, I think our job as human beings is to do one thing and one thing only. And our job is to simply take care of our planet and to take care of ourselves. I really think it is as simple as that. Because if that's where our attentions are, then I think everything else will kind of just fall into place the way that it should. Global warming may not be real, and it may not, but it really doesn't matter because its implications that have been brought forth in recent years have given people the extra push needed to take those extra steps to do our job. I think starting with simple steps like recycling, using reusable shopping bags, driving less, driving hybrid or eco-friendly cars, etc. is precisely what is going to get us exactly to where we need to go with salvaging our planet's ecosystem. Those little steps, if continually encouraged and praised, will lead us to bigger, more substantial steps. And I think those more substantial steps are, bigger things that we would do as people and not just as individuals. Like Dr. Foster suggested, establishing new forests, especially in desert-like areas and regions like Dr. Foster suggested, the Sahara. That would be perfect because it would eliminate those greenhouse gases, aerosols, and carbon dioxide emissions that are undoubtedly what is hurting our environment the most, and in turn is hurting our bodies as well. So that's really what I think that we really need to do, what the action that we need to take in regards to global warming, and I think that we just need to do our jobs. We need to take care of, the earth that was given to us, that we need to take care of it, and that we need to take care of ourselves and each other as well. And I think that, if we keep our intentions in that, then everything else will kind of come into place the way that it should. So that's really all I have to say. I'm gonna go get off my soapbox now, but thank you for taking the time to listen to my thoughts on some serious issues that we are all dealing with together as a race. Thank you for bearing through this time with me. My best wishes to all, and thank you. Have a good day. Bye.